High-value women don't chase. They lead with quiet confidence and clear standards. I'll share the habits, mindset shifts, and style tips that set them apart, including one powerful trait most women miss. Stick around, this could change how you show up for everything. Clear standards. Standards aren't about being picky, they're about being clear. And nothing feels more empowering than knowing what aligns with your life and what absolutely doesn't. You don't explain it, you don't apologize for it, you just live it. Gracefully, of course. Start with this habit. Pause before you say yes. That tiny pause is where your power lives. You don't accept last-minute plans from people who treat your time like a side dish. You don't stay quiet just to keep the peace when something feels off. High-value energy begins when you decide you're not available for nonsense, politely, with a touch of lip gloss. Now, style-wise, match your mindset. Tailored trousers, a clean silhouette, and a blouse that says, "I read contracts for fun." You don't need a closet full of trends. Just a few elevated staples that speak before you do. Crisp button-downs, gold accents, structured bags. Effortless, but intentional. In your behavior, you show people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. That means walking away from anyone that asks you to shrink. Standards don't make you intimidating since they make you focused. You know the difference between someone adding value to your life and someone just liking the view. And here's the fun part. Your standards evolve with you. As you grow, so do your non-negotiables. The bar doesn't get lower, it gets upholstered in velvet and raised slightly higher. You don't set standards to seem impressive. You set them because you've already decided you're worth the effort. And if someone doesn't meet them, well, darling, that tells you everything you need to know. Quiet confidence. Loud isn't always powerful, and quiet isn't always timid. Real confidence doesn't come from being the center of attention. It comes from knowing, deep down, that you don't need to be. You walk into a room and don't scan to see who's watching. You already know your energy is doing the talking. One of my favorite high-value habits, letting your presence speak before you do. That starts with posture. Yes, posture. Shoulders back, chin lifted just enough to say, "I know who I am." Then there's eye contact, a calm voice, and the magical ability to pause before responding. Power lives in the pause. In style, confidence shows through clean lines and intentional choices. A simple dress in a luxe fabric. A monochrome outfit with one bold accessory. When you feel grounded, you don't need glitter to prove your shine. You're the sparkle. Your behavior follows suit. You don't over-explain, over-apologize, or overcompensate. You don't need to convince anyone of your worth. You simply exist in your truth, and that's magnetic. And mindset? Here's a simple shift. Stop thinking, "I hope they like me." Start asking, "Do I even like this?" Confidence isn't about being right all the time. It's about being okay not needing to be. So no, you don't have to talk over people to prove your strength. You don't have to curate every moment for Instagram. You just need to know who you are when no one's clapping. That's the kind of confidence people can feel, and they won't forget it. The best part is that quiet confidence makes space for others to breathe around you. You don't compete, you create calm. You don't demand attention, you command it by how at ease you are in your own skin. That calm certainty is what makes people lean in. It's what makes your no firm without being loud, and your yes intentional, not people-pleasing. So when you choose silence, stillness, or simplicity, don't second-guess it. There's immense power in not performing. A high-value woman doesn't chase applause, she chooses alignment. And when you lead with that energy, everything from your friendships to your wardrobe starts to reflect it. Gentle authority. Let's clear something up. Being graceful doesn't mean being walked all over in ballet flats. Real femininity isn't about being endlessly agreeable or keeping your feelings tucked inside a Chanel clutch. It's about choosing softness even when you have the strength to snap. Emotional intelligence is your secret weapon. You can set a boundary without raising your voice. You can walk away without slamming doors. You can say, "This doesn't work for me," with the kind of calm that makes people rethink everything. That's grace with backbone. Start with this habit. Pause when you're triggered. Breathe before replying. That small shift takes you from reactive to intentional. You're not here to win arguments. You're here to maintain peace without losing yourself. Style-wise, think feminine structure. A silk blouse with defined shoulders, a flowy dress cinched at the waist. Your outfit moves with ease but still holds its shape, just like you. And behavior? You don't play the cool girl who pretends not to care. You care deeply, but you choose where to place your energy. You can be warm and firm, kind and clear. That contrast is what makes people take you seriously without you ever raising your voice. This kind of softness takes strength. It's far easier to lash out or shut down. But you don't. You show up with grace, not because you're weak, but because you know who you are. That's the kind of woman people remember and respect. And here's the real beauty of it. Gentle authority leaves no emotional mess behind. You don't burn bridges, you simply stop crossing the ones that lead nowhere. When you walk away, you do it with poise, not pettiness. That leaves a lasting impression most loud exits never do. You become the woman whose calm makes the room feel safer, whose silence carries weight, and whose boundaries are honored without explanation. People adjust around you, not because you demand it, but because your presence sets a different tone. That's not just powerful, that's feminine leadership at its finest. Refined choices. You don't owe your energy to everyone. And once you stop handing it out like mints at a dinner party, you start to feel a lot more powerful. Being selective isn't rude, it's radiant. You're not cold, you're curated. High-value women treat their time and energy like luxury items, not always available, and never sold at a discount. That means declining calls when you're tired, saying no thanks to plans that feel draining, and letting texts sit unread without guilt. Not everything deserves a response. Silence can be stunning. One habit I adore: choosing how you start your mornings. No scrolling, no chaos, just a little calm. Stretch, journal, sip something warm. That single decision says, my peace comes first. In style, the same principle applies. Less, but better. A fitted black coat over casual denim, one signature fragrance, a hairstyle that looks effortless but took just enough effort. You're not trying to impress everyone. You're honoring your own taste. Behaviorally, you invest your time where it grows, friendships, projects, conversations that light you up. You don't chase people who breadcrumb you with half effort. And when someone makes you question your value, that's your cue to exit, not over-explain. Your energy is like perfume, expensive, beautiful, and best used with intention. When you protect it, the right people notice, not because you're loud, but because you're luminous, beyond aesthetic. Let's be honest, curating a gorgeous life is fun. Aesthetics matter, but a high-value woman doesn't stop at the surface. She's beauty and depth, charm and purpose. The outfit is polished, yes, but the soul underneath, even more impressive. This kind of substance shows up in the little things. You read, you ask real questions. You know how to be present in a conversation without checking your phone every 5 seconds. You're stylish, yes, but you're also thoughtful, curious, and quietly ambitious. Habit-wise, pick one thing you're learning, just for you. A new language, a passion project, a creative skill. Something that stretches your mind and reminds you that your worth isn't based on how together you look. It's in how alive you feel. Your wardrobe can reflect that, too. Add pieces that make you feel capable. A great pair of trousers, a power watch, a book in your bag. You're not just dressing for brunch, you're dressing for a life with purpose. And let's talk mindset. When your self-worth is rooted in more than compliments, rejection doesn't rattle you. You're not waiting to be chosen, and you're building a life, a business, a moment of peace. That quiet confidence, it's more stunning than any viral trend. You don't exist to be admired. You exist to express. So let your life be beautiful, but let it mean something too. True femininity. Femininity isn't a formula. You don't need to fit into soft pink boxes or quote Audrey Hepburn every other sentence unless you want to, of course. Real femininity is fluid, it's personal, and it's entirely yours to define. Some women express it through elegance and softness, others through bold choices and sharp wit. Some are nurturing and gentle, others fiery and mysterious. All of it is valid. The key is intention, not imitation. Start here. Notice what feels good on you, not just what looks feminine to the algorithm. Do you feel magnetic and flowy fabrics or sharply tailored silhouettes? Do you love ballet flats or leather boots with a little stomp? There are no wrong answers, just honest ones. In your behavior, lean into presence. Feminine energy is responsive, not reactive. It's the way you listen, the way you move, the way you choose rather than chase. Let people feel your warmth, but let them earn your access. Mindset-wise, drop the idea that femininity means shrinking. It doesn't. It means trusting your intuition, knowing your impact, and still choosing grace. It's having the strength to walk away without theatrics and the softness to love without losing yourself. You don't have to be one kind of woman. You can be radiant and reserved, playful and powerful. You're allowed to be full of contrasts because that's what makes you captivating. And here's something most people miss. Femininity doesn't work if you don't believe you're worthy of what it brings. That one shift changes everything, and it's where we're going next. Timeless worth. Attention is easy. Respect? That takes substance. You're not just here to turn heads, you're here to hold space. And a high-value woman doesn't collect admirers. She commands admiration without begging for it. Let's start with mindset. You don't chase validation, you embody it. You're not performing for the room. You are the room. People respect women who know who they are, not because they demand it, but because they quietly demonstrate it. One simple habit? Keep your word. If you say you'll be somewhere at 7, show up at 6:55. If you set a boundary, hold it. Integrity never goes out of style, and it earns more respect than any outfit ever could. Now, on the style side, you don't need loud patterns or logos to be memorable. You dress like you have somewhere better to be, because you do. Even in jeans, you look intentional. Even in silence, you leave a mark. Behaviorally, you hold yourself with quiet strength. You speak when you have something to say, not just to fill space. You're warm, but you're not easily swayed. You're kind, but you're not afraid to say no. And you don't lower your standards just to keep someone interested. If they lose interest, good. They were never the right audience. A high-value woman doesn't beg for respect. She reflects it in her posture, her presence, her choices, and that's why people remember her, not because she was the loudest, but because her energy stayed with them long after she left the room. You don't need to become someone else to be high value. You just need to honor who you already are. Start small, stay intentional, and let your presence do the work. If you're ready to reflect that inner shift in how you dress and carry yourself, this next video will show you how to build a wardrobe that feels just as elevated as your mindset.